Oh, do you remember when you told me to give my dad a kiss on the cheek?
Yeah.
He said to give you one back in return.
Oh my god. Thanks, Papa Sanders.
Should I just do a good old traditional, what is up everybody?
No, you shouldn't.
No. Hello everybody, welcome to this behind the scenes video.
Yeah.
A featurette for the last Sandersides we posted, which was learning new things about ourselves.
Yes.
The puppet edition. Thomas used to learn all kinds of new and helpful things from puppets when he was younger. Maybe it'll be easier to work through issues when puppets are involved. Pat and I love that idea. What? It was important to do a behind the scenes for this one because of how much went on behind the scenes of this last one.
Yeah, this is my physical illustration of how much.
So much.
Look at it. How much of Thomas is this?
That's good.
That's down to your shins.
It's
a third.
It's a good 4/5 of
Yeah.
me. But for this behind the scenes, we thought we would do a little something special by presenting to you 5 things you may not know about learning new things about ourselves.
It gives us a way more clickable title.
It does. For this featurette, yes, I am being joined by Joan and Talyn, who actually had a lot to play in this creation of this video.
Very much. Very good mimic YouTube video. Talyn's idea. Talyn recommended we do a puppet episode.
I think I originally thought about the sides being like animals, and then I was like, wait, puppets.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think we
Sandersides animals?
I think we still have that idea a little bit.
Yeah.
Talyn's mom called. So
Yes, you
know.
guys are here. And don't leave.
If your mom calls you, ignore it.
Ignore it.
Your mom
We are
can
more
wait.
important right now.
We'll adopt you.
I don't want to be paying all those bills.
Duck bills?
Woo!
Everybody's paying off their duck bills. Woo!
So, starting off, do you want to start this list off?
I'm gonna lead with, we originally were going to make the puppets
Yes.
ourselves.
I forgot about
And
that.
by ourselves, I mean like Talyn was gonna make Roman, we were gonna hire a professional to make Logan's,
Mm-hmm.
and then Talyn and I would make Virgil's, and maybe I would make Patton's. We started to get ready for Roman's. We went out to Joann's Fabric,
Yep.
bought like all the materials for Roman's puppet.
And there you guys are. Thank you.
That was when Roman's flesh was going to
We
be
were gonna make it orange,
orange.
which is a total mistake. We found a more extensive breakdown of how you can make puppets by Adam Kreutinger.
A couple weeks ago, I released a pattern that showed how to make a very simple puppet. But a lot of people have been commenting on how to make a puppet kind of like Ivan.
It's like, wow, this guy's really great. Like, Talyn was following his instructions. One of the first things you do is create like a clay sculpt of what you think the head would look like. Talyn made that. It was all in place.
Yeah.
Talyn and I had a thought. It was like, you think we could reach out to this guy to do Logan's puppet? So we reached out to Adam. We found out Adam has a preference. If he makes puppets for something, he likes to make all of the puppets.
all of them.
So he was like, would you mind if I did all the puppets? And we were like, yeah, like, please do.
Twist my arm, why don't
Yeah. I mean, here we were going to make worse puppets, but
And there's a video for that if you want to check that out.
yeah, you
That's
can
like
watch
right over here.
a video where he talks a little bit about his process.
Yes. The second fact, let me be reminded. Is that your one fact down dance?
Yeah. You don't want to see my fact 5 dance. Fact 2, this one.
Fact 2. Kind of made slight mention to this at the end card.
I drew the designs for the puppets. Adam requested designs for the puppets, what we were thinking, and I had an idea in my head. So he asked for the designs, and I was like, yeah, I'll draw it.
That's Joan's caliber
Yeah,
of artistry,
Yeah.
which is really good, and they don't show it off too often.
Well, I've drawn since I was little, and I stopped at like 9th grade. I think I was a better artist in 9th grade than I am now. And I was
You're
like getting,
still very good.
I was getting the best that I ever was, and then I just stopped drawing regularly. And now I feel like I'm as good as like a good 7th grader.
So how did that feel to see like these tangible objects come to life
I love
when we
it.
got them? Talyn was there at the same time when we got the puppets.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Look at the little hands.
Hi.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that kind of worked out
Yeah.
brilliantly.
We're talking about when we first got the puppets and what we thought.
This is the
Oh
chin.
my god.
Like his mouth, it's almost kind of a workout to use this puppet.
It is, it's a lot of...
Yeah.
Oh boy.
His little hands are so good. He has
my
good little
gosh.
hands.
Oh, they're great.
I use
Like-
lotion. There are slight differences between like my designs and what he did. Nothing huge. Like my Roman had like a bigger body, and maybe that wasn't like doable because he just fits on the arm. So I think the way he did it makes more sense.
It's Logan.
Like I think Logan's head's a little longer than it was in my design.
Salutations.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
Hello. Hi.
I think those are the first things you notice when there's a collaboration, but I really love it.
Oh, he's precious. Look at his little jacket.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I think like
Yeah.
the biggest moment where it clicked wasn't opening the puppets, it was seeing them in action.
That was fact 2, and that was actually a really good segue. I love the dance. That was fact 2 dance.
Yeah,
that was your fact 2 dance. But that's really good segue because that's fact number 3.
Segways are to hoverboards as scooters are to skateboards.
We got a crash course in puppeteering because we were gonna puppet the puppets ourselves.
Yeah, we were gonna do it ourselves. I had already done some research ahead of time. I left a puppet over here so Thomas could practice, which
It's
he
my
didn't.
childhood puppet.
I didn't
I
do a
feel
lot
like
of
you
it.
practiced when I was here, and I was like, have you practiced?
No, I definitely practiced when you weren't at the house. That's rude. Did you have a puppet to practice when you were at your house?
Yeah, I practiced with that all the time, and I'd practice with it when I came over here.
Well, and I practiced with it. That's rude.
That was funny. It's so drama.
Thomas didn't puppet, even though I left a practice
I
puppet.
left a puppet with him so that he could practice with it.
That puppet was Talon's.
Yeah.
His
That,
name
like-
was Oscar.
Brett McKenzie
But he was a...
of Flight of the Conchords won an Oscar for his music in the Muppet movie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, that was going somewhere.
Yeah.
And Adam Kreutinger was like, would you guys want, like, I know a couple people who are experienced puppeteers.
And we were
maybe
like,
you could-"
no!
No, we definitely were like, sure. We wanted to try something, because
Yeah.
that was a big thing for you. You were like, I want to try something.
I wanted to be able to do it. I wanted to come out of this experience being like, I can puppet okay now.
Yeah. The crash course was going to be in person, but we just weren't able to like work it out, so we arranged a Skype call with
With
Nate Begle.
Nate Begle.
Who is an awesome puppeteer.
Hello, friends. I'm Nate Begle, and I was the puppetry consultant on this episode of The Sanders Sides. And I helped, and he helped.
I was so in awe of like everything that he was teaching us.
Yeah.
Because it's just really cool. You don't realize how much goes into puppeting, and you have to be aware of it. Like the flip topping.
There are things I've been trying to talk to you about flip top, and you're like,
Flip
I think
topping.
it's funny.
Did I say that at
Yeah.
first? He was just like, that is the scourge
Yeah, he was like, that's
of the puppet community.
That's number one.
Number one, it looks awful.
Yeah.
When I realized that you move it like this, I immediately was like, oh, that will be probably a challenge, but I'm not going to think about it.
Nate was the one who eventually
You guys
told
try.
us the way to do it like that.
yeah.
You just have to maintain eye contact.
And then the mouth is wider, so that's
It looks good.
It's like, that reads. You see what I'm saying?
It's tough. You guys try it at home. It's
Yeah,
not
like
easy.
that. A lot of people don't take it as seriously. And it's like, it's puppeting, it's fine. And we can just do this. This is funny when we do this, you know?
We are all actors. We just act from the wrist up.
Yeah.
We went away from the crash course feeling good.
Yeah, we were like, we're gonna do it, yeah.
I learned all sorts of little things that I didn't know about before.
We got a professional to tell us what to do. He worked with f***ing John Oliver.
He did.
Show the clip.
The Supreme Court, every case that the Supreme Court does is recorded for public record. But the Supreme Court justices did not want cameras. It's just audio that's recorded. They were like, we're struggling on people to get these and like download these and listen to these court cases because it's just boring. And so they're like, but what's the most popular thing on the internet? And then they show this like cat video with like these puppet paws. And so what John Oliver's brilliant idea was, they literally cast all of the Supreme Court justices as real dogs with puppet paws. It was called Real Dogs, Fake Paws.
That's
so I
amazing.
sat for like 8 hours under a very flatulent bulldog.
Oh no.
The dog was farting in his face.
What?
Because he's sitting underneath this
bulldog,
big
and he's doing the
bulldog. That's
puppeting.
like,
Oh, I thought you were saying John Oliver was farting in
Drooling and farting on my head all day. And I loved every second of it. We're just going, this is our life, guys. This is life.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
and that brings us to fact number 4 you may not
Oh wait,
know.
the number 3 dance.
Oh yeah, number 3 dance.
Yeah,
Fact number
that was
3
it.
dance. Once the crash course was done and we got all the rest of the script for the video down, and
I
then
wrote the song.
Yeah, Joan wrote the
Fact
song.
number 3.5.
We worked with a horn player for the first time. You realized after you finished the song and
Yeah.
Jamal helped
Yeah.
you arrange
I
the
want-
music, it was sounding very
Well,
Randy
that-
Newman-esque.
Yeah. Initially, like, we just wanted it to be Muppety. And I was, like, writing some of the patter portions of it. And I was like, I can't find the right melody. I want something that's Muppety. And then you made up a melody, and I tried to follow that as close as I could.
Yeah, I can't even remember what I did.
I got it on my phone. Maybe we could play it right now. Okay. It had this jazzy edge. It sounded almost like a Randy Newman type deal.
Yeah.
And I just thought, like, a trumpet would be really nice.
Like a Princess and the Frog type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Jamal brought in Brendan Sweeney, and we
Fody.
recorded with Fody. It was just really cool to kind of put all that together.
Yeah. Okay, my
I'm not
T-Rex
worried
dance.
about
So initially, when we were planning on doing the puppeting ourselves, I don't know if I have chocolate on my teeth. If I do, I'm sorry. I just ate an Oreo. Originally, when the plan was to do the puppeting ourselves, something that I believe was your idea was for you to act out all of the puppeting at first, and we could use that as references. We'll have the puppets imitate your acting, and then we could also just use that audio. though.
Two nervous thoughts.
We told Nate that and he was like, that's great.
I'm sorry I keep saying it, but I love that you're already in the mindset of saying, I as the actor would do it like this, and I'm saying it like this.
So every moment where you saw a puppet in our video.
There's footage of Thomas acting it out also.
Now I wasn't in costume, but
Right.
it's me. Ow! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You hit me in the eye! You hit me in the eye, you freaking book germ! Jeez, Al, that was pretty rough.
There's some that's spliced together between 3 different shots.
Yeah, there were some lines where we added into the script later that we had like the character Thomas do. Let's see. Maestro.
Like that's 1, 2, 3 shots.
So we had to shoot all of that, then I had to edit all of that together because we needed to figure out what take I was using.
You essentially made a Standersides video before it was done.
Yes, which is a whole big step that I never usually have to do. Is there anything he can't work out? Yeah, his body. Oh! This is highly entertaining. Oh boy. That was fact number 4. Are we doing a fact number 4 dance?
That's fireworks outside, and you're making some popcorn over here.
This is good. This is good. Step.
You looked
So now that brings us to fact number 5.
Uh-oh.
Fact number 5 was that the production came to a very screeching, scary halt.
Just like you just did.
I did. We started the puppeting for Roman because we were like, that's gonna be the most difficult. Let's get that out of the way. And with all of Nate's critiques in our heads about like what's bad, we realized all of the wrong things we were doing.
Yeah.
What we were creating was not camera ready.
Can we show some of that footage?
All right, here's what I threw together. It's nothing special, really.
It's pretty tough. Let me see you
bet.
up a little more forward.
Like this?
No.
What do you guys think? Did I overdo the chin?
Oh my gosh.
What do you guys think? Did I overdo the chin?
His arm was just kind of sitting out like that.
Oh gosh.
All right, here's what I threw together. Nothing special.
God.
It's nothing special, really.
Gosh. Let's do it again.
All right, here's what I threw together. What do you guys think? Did I overdo the chin?
We're gonna get better at this.
Okay. Woo!
Oh, put a sock in your
I wasn't looking the right direction.
Unless you'd rather be called Camilla the...
His wrist is broken.
Sweet! Coraline!
Is this looking anything like it?
No big surprise coming from No Funs and Honeydew.
Every time one of us finishes puppeting, the other one makes a face at the other like...
Nope.
Again. You don't have to use the word figuratively.
So this is
Hard.
So that night, we kind of just had this moment where we were like, this isn't gonna get done. We're not gonna be able to do this.
We's a bunch of dum-dums. How you doing?
I feel like this is like one of those Shane Dawson, like, I can't deal. I
We
can't
could
deal.
go cry on the couch. We need help.
we
Our arms
continue.
were getting tired.
You're up here
Yeah.
for half an hour and you're like, I gotta take a break.
Yeah.
Puppeteers got guns, man.
Nate has one buff arm. He looks like the dude from Lady in the Water who has one buff
No,
arm.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Show a picture. I definitely had this moment where I was like, I need to swallow my pride. I can't do it.
But it just kills me to keep stalling. I just felt like we were in over our heads.
Yeah. I think this is the first time we were like, we'll just do something that like people spend years doing. We'll do that for one video.
We'll do it in a night.
We were like, if we can get anybody that is even remotely trained in puppeteering, it will be faster.
We don't think that we could do this to the level that we want. We have reached out to Nate Begle, and fingers crossed, he's gonna be able to help us.
He was like, I can come in 2 days from now,
Yeah.
which was incredible.
You thought for sure like it wasn't gonna be anytime.
Yeah, to our town
He
of
happened to be
Gainesville.
in Orlando working at Halloween Horror Nights doing puppetry there.
He came over.
Nice to see you, Roman.
It's good to be seen.
It's so good to be
Just
seen.
look at me.
Knocked it all out one day.
Knocked it all out in one day, which was a lot. It was a full day from 9 a.m. to I think 9 to 10 p.m.
And it's like a lean back, almost. Yeah.
It's surprising how subtle you can be with a puppet that will still read more than what you think. A lot of people think you need to be less, can be very much more.
I think it's good.
We had a blast.
I got footage of his dogs. Show
did.
Nate's dogs.
He does a better Roman than me.
Understudy.
Thomas didn't feel like being here, so this is gonna be me.
You're just sitting on the couch with a microphone. Hey,
Yeah, that's something I do.
He's always checking in. Is that right?
Thomas, don't lie. It's nice to be seen. It's what? It's nice to be seen.
It's nice to be seen.
I think I would have done it better. What? I think I would have done it better.
I can't work like this.
And that was definitely where, at the end of the song, and he's doing patent, I had to stop him. Yeah. Sorry, I had to really, because I was just like, this is just blowing my mind.
Yeah, you got emotional.
Oh, did you get a little teary moment?
I did. Because I was like, I can't believe we're getting to make something like this.
No, it's cool.
And that's why you look at that puppet and you can't stop looking at it moving and laughing, because your brain's going, that's not real. But then another part of your brain's going, how awesome is that that's moving right now?
I'm like gigging out so much right now. For me, like, I grew up with puppets. That was a part of my childhood, and it felt like it was coming full circle for me.
Makes me so happy.
That's fact number 5. Do we get to see the fact number 5
step
dance?
aside.
Oh, shoot.
This is called The Housewife That's Just Over It.
Oh my gosh. Stop, that's rude. We're not doing, no.
What about the
She probably needs to get out of this relationship. He's not reading. She doesn't want to do it right now.
It's a lack of communication.
Yeah.
She also might be gay.
We have some bonus stuff to include as well, because I know a lot of people were interested in the argument that happened between Roman and Logan, where you can't exactly hear what they're yelling about, but you knew that there were some bleeps. Well, here is an extended version of that argument where you can hear everything that each of them are saying. Oh, but you can talk to them. Yes, to clear up your bad behavior. My bad behavior. My bad behavior. You know how our arguments should always go, Logan? Mono a mono. Unless you're not mono enough to handle it. Wow. Wow. That it would be laughable if it weren't so pathetic. You want Thomas to meet deadlines regardless of the video's quality. Unacceptable. I try to bring an honest end to our back and forth, and you treat it as a personal attack. Why am I not surprised? I'm not, because this is how you handle all spats, every single one of them, or even just disagreements in general. You act like you're so helpful. Sure you are, Logan. Yes, I do think that I am quite helpful, actually, if you think that helpful is synonymous with essential to the group. Which it isn't, by the way. You're so generous, and I'll tell you what, you're also a genuinely frustrating dude. If this is generosity, then you must be Sanders Claus, and Bitchmas came early this year. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Bitchmas, everyone! Let's all gather around the fire, roasting chestnuts and hanging up stockings on the mantelpiece, hide in our little beds and dream of sugar plums at night. I don't know why I'm speaking in sort of a country accent now. Because it's Bitchmas. Don't forget to kiss under the bitcheltoe. Wow. Even I don't have the vocabulary to describe what I am feeling inside, but for me it's very unordinary. You're running out into the snow, maybe making yourself a little snow bitch. It comes to life. Wow. The magic of the season. Then all of us have a snow bitch fight. I'm running with this metaphor, because I'm on it now. You are behaving like a child. No one can bitch any more than you, Logan. All right, I think that's good. I just really wanted to make this video to shed a little light on like how much of a project that was, because a lot happens behind the scenes. Backstage. I was about to say backstage. Yeah, I mean, at the end of it, when we posted that video, it's probably one of my proudest creations. Yeah. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope it was insightful for any of you out there interested in doing any videos with puppets. Tit. But yeah, I hope that was, if you guys are, you just stuffed another Oreo in your mouth? Are you telling lies?
Feels like an Oreo.
No, Papa.
No, Papa.
This is how I get things done. How we get things done, this gang. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you were interested in any of my previous videos, click over here. If you're new to the channel and would like to subscribe, you can click down here. And if you're interested in becoming featured fander, click down here. That is it. And until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out. Where are you looking?
That's the camera. The white? Is it the black or the white?
I just took off my sock to show you that there's little like.
Oh my gosh, you gotta stop holding socks up to my face.
I don't think I've ever purposely smelled your feet.
I don't think so either. You wanna smell my fart?
No.
I'll smell yours.
No. I'm not doing that.
Is that song copyrighted?